Mo, you got that post by Jasmine Canick in the Instagram? If not, I'll just go ahead and read it. Jasmine Canick is, she's an activist. She lives in LA. She was really on the front lines of that whole thing with Ed Buck, that Democratic contributor who who was molesting and raping those and drugging those black gay boys out in California several years ago. She was following this thing closely. Well, she posted this about Nelly and the rest of them niggas. She says, the irony is almost too much. These rappers spent years spitting bars about being black, broke, and battling the system, about life in the trenches, police abuse and discrimination. We felt that, lifted them out of the struggle, made them rich. And now they're out there protecting their money and rubbing elbows with the same people they used to call out. Where's that video of Snoop talking about shucking and jiving at anybody going to be at the Trump inauguration? This was the first one. Is that in there? Mm-hmm. Hit it, please.
So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? Which one of you jigaboo ass niggas gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the fuck out one of you Uncle Tom ass niggas for doing it. Which one of you niggas gonna do it first? Osby's the one that performs for himself.
This nigga.
And then put up where Elon Musk was laughing at that.
Right.
I find this stuff to be so amusing because it's just.
That's Snoop performing. So that was 2017 when he said that. When Snoop said that, it was 2017. And then now, this is him performing gin and juice in front of those white people. Elon Musk says the vibe shift is real. These crackers are laughing at you ignorant niggas.
And I am too.
Correct. It's like.
I'm laughing too because it's the ditch. I've always been told that the ditch that you dig for others will be the same one that you fall deep in. And the scary part about that ditch, y'all ain't gonna like me today. Y'all not gonna like me today because the first thing that person said when they got inaugurated was directed towards something for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just speaking out loud.
Yeah.
The very ditch that you people that are digging for people that is the smallest percent of the population that's not bothering you or your children.
Mm-hmm.
The first to receive that shovel of dirt is going to be you. I mean, I know that they're thinking it because here's the thing. So where are we going to walk around now? Like every trans person is not spookable.
Correct.
There are trans men, there are trans women. They're not spookable. And bitch, all my paperwork says female all the way to the birth certificate. All of it. So I'm in an uproar of horrendous laughter because I'm like, the concern should have been about anything removing something from a minority group.
Yeah.
It includes black. It may have LGBTQIA first, but it has black attached to it somewhere in the small print. But because the top of the print was in bold, faggot.
Right.
Faggot in bold. And this is what I'm saying. You have to do some soul searching to hate something that you don't know, hate something or someone or a group of people that you don't know anything about. Or that you may have proximity to, to go against yourself and to think that you're not affected by anything. Injustice for anything small is injustice for all things big. And if you don't believe it, this regime is about to motherfucking goddamn. Now, it's not to say that, of course, there's a lot of you nasty, vile individuals out there. Like when I played the video when I first came on, you know, and that video is almost 10 years old. So this ain't new. I've been using the women's restroom since the Reagan administration. Ronald Reagan, bitch, was in office. I've been using the women's bathroom, and I'm not concerned about that. But my thing is, should I have to go in the men's room? Bitch, I'm going exactly like this. Hey, y'all. What's the tea? Let a real bitch get the urinal.
Step aside.
Step aside, daddy. Let a big dick bitch come through. Step aside.
Look, and stand back from the urinal with
Yes,
me.
and let him know.
Stand back from it.
You're not, the things that you thinking are really damaging us. It's really hurting you. Because a lot of you hoes will find out the witch hunt that y'all bitches and niggas got for the fags and trainees. You're going to find out there's more people like dick than you, sis. Brother man. You're going to find out that it's more of your friends, your peoples, your very home. Like just as much dick as you. So you're not hurting me.
And isn't Nelly about to go on a Vegas residency or some shit?
Yes, he is. It's coming.
Y'all going to that? And I'm going to underscore this again. If you continue to support Nelly's concerts, that apple bottom bullshit, this Vegas residency, anything that Snoop is doing, you are complicit. If you didn't vote for Trump, you may as well had. If you didn't vote for him, you may as well had voted for him. You may as well be right up there in DC right now with the inauguration.
Oh yeah, Rick Ross
too.
Yeah,
I knew it was another nigga.
Yeah, you know, Craig, I don't have the energy that you got for it because I'm not shocked and appalled. I'm not because here's why, and this is where we're two of the same people, but we're different. You're a black man. I was born male. I present as a transgender woman. You know, I'm not delusional to not know that. But your presentation is black male. My presentation is black woman. Right? You got to know that, of course, Chrisette Michelle was going to get the long.
Now you on my street.
The long end of the stick because she's a woman. It's a woman.
And I said this to you on the phone today when we were talking. When we were talking on the phone today, I said to you, I just had a revelation. When black women say so consistently, black men don't love us, black men don't protect us, black men da-da-da-da. It dawned on me today when you and I were talking that I think that there's a resentment that a lot of black men have towards black women. And I believe, and I'm not a therapist, I'm just a thinker. I believe that if we do some deep diving and deep searching, a part of that resentment is connected to a feeling that a lot of black men have that they can't fully express themselves from an emotional standpoint without being made fun of, bullied, called gay. So a lot of black men harbor ill feelings towards women because they can't be emotionally naked. They can't be emotionally vulnerable with black women because in the instances that they've done it or they've seen their friends do it or what male friends do it, they were ridiculed. They were called weak. They were called soft. And I think that black men want to have a place to be able to dump those feelings, but they don't feel safe. They have no place to do that. And so they carry this resentment towards women. And that's why we see little black boys grow up to be black men, grown men, who don't know how to emote in their relationships. They don't know how to say, baby, my feelings are hurt. Baby, I had a rough day today. Baby, I'm nervous. Baby, I'm scared. You know, you don't see that. And we expect them to be able to show up with the EQ, emotional quotient, in our relationships, whether they're in a relationship with a woman, whether they're in a relationship with a trans woman, whether they're in a relationship with a gay man. Like, black little boys are not taught that it is okay to feel and to speak from a place of feeling. And I think there's a bit of resentment there, an unspoken resentment. And I think that is part of the reason why so many black men drop dead at 40, 45 from a heart attack because they have no place
Craig,
to put those feelings.
There are women in the comment section saying, so are you blaming black women?
That's not what I said.
Well, that's what they're receiving.
You've missed the point.
They're receiving that.
You've missed the point.
Hold on, because I've seen the comment pop 15 times.
You've missed the point.
So that's what they're taking
right.
Is that you're blaming black women.
Yeah, no. That's not what I said.
Well,
go back and just watch it again because no. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying, and I don't even really know how else to explain it other than how I just said it. But again, I don't think that is the only reason that black men have issues with black women. What I'm saying is, I think there are unresolved things going on with black men that no one's really tapped into. And I think that that's where that toxic masculinity comes from. Mm-hmm. All of that kind of bullshit. It's the reason why they have resentment towards black queer people. Because I said this before, black straight men are preoccupied and worried about black queer people more so than white men are. White men are, and I'm not saying that there aren't white men who aren't homophobic.
Well, because
they are.
Yes.
But what I am telling you is, when I was out of town one time, I saw these two gay guys walking by. They were holding hands. They walked past a crowd of white men. Those white men never even stopped to even acknowledge them. But had they walked by a crowd of black straight men at a sports bar, bitch, those black men would have been looking at them, snickering, jeering, and making they're so preoccupied with things that have nothing to do with them. The things that we need to be raising hell about, we're not. The things that we shouldn't be preoccupied with, we are. Like, if the people made the kind of fuss that you all made over TikTok in this past election, maybe it would have turned out differently. If you all had campaigned for Kamala the way that you campaigned to keep TikTok, I mean, and if you think for one moment that TikTok is going to be the same, bitch, you're crazy. If you think that algorithm is going to be the same, you're a fool. If you think that your content is going to continue to go viral the way that it was before, you're a fool. Because that Shu, what's his name? Somebody Shu, that Asian man who is over TikTok, he is in Donald Trump's hand. You're going to start to see all this right-wing bullshit coming down your timeline, bitch, that you ain't even subscribed to or following. Bitch, you're a fool if you continue to go over there. You're a fool. They're going to curate your content. You're not going to make the money that you were making over there before. Why is it that if they took it down, it wasn't even down a full day?
Well, it was because all of this was planned.
Correct. And the first message said, we're working with the U.S. government, blah, 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 blah. Bitch, you logged back in and said, thank you to Donald Trump. Bitch, what?
Craig, let's attack the real villain here. The real villain here is the Democratic Party. The real villain here in this whole situation is the Democratic Party for sitting around and being puss-ass hoes.
I'm listening.
There was not a lot of it was a lot of beta energy going on.
Correct.
There was a lot of beta energy. It was a lot of moving in a space of, you let them niggas come in here and run right over y'all like that. You let them come do that. Biden was sitting up, but again, he benefit. He good anyway. He go because he ain't got long.
Yeah.
But they sat there and they allowed a lot of things. The man just stood up there and basically admitted that Elon Musk messed around with the motherfucking machine.
Absolutely. And again, I said this before at the time. I don't understand how they used that company. I can't think of the name of the company right now that tallied up the votes in the election. It was a company that Elon Musk owns. Why would they use a company that he owns? That's foolish. But the thing is, TikTok wasn't even down for a day. You couldn't even go live for a moment. You just got access to go live again earlier today. I saw it. But I'm no longer going to be on TikTok. I got rid of them just like I got rid of X. And the only reason I ain't got rid of this motherfucking YouTube and this Facebook bitch is because we use this shit to promote Fag Talk and the tour and all of the stuff that we have coming. But that shit is trash. Here's the thing. They definitely were working on something when they took that shit down for those hours.
Of course. Well, they were. I felt that I saw a consumer say that they were transferring servers.
Correct. Because why couldn't you go live? Why couldn't you go live? Like, all they had to do was reinstate the shit. So they definitely would. Not only were they transferring servers, they probably were changing that motherfucking algorithm, bitch. And I know some of you, again, you're not in the fight. I understand. You have your business and you want to continue to promote your businesses because you suffer from a scarcity mindset. And so you think that without TikTok that you can't survive. So where is your faith? But more importantly, there are some of you who are going to go back to TikTok because you were nobody before TikTok. Now you have 300,000-400,000 followers, or you have a million followers,
20 million,
2 million followers, and that's your self-worth is attached to that. So you can't fathom not going on TikTok because now you're somebody. Bitch, get rid of that shit.
Well, TikTok was definitely a carbon copy. Black people went and handled that, all those dances, and then they got gentrified.
They done appropriated your culture over there. They don't even. You don't even see the black people dancing and carrying on over on TikTok. They had already started fucking with the algorithms. You see all these white women dancing, doing all these viral dances and shit. And you can't see one black girl or man doing any of these dances because they didn't push these white people up to the top of your algorithm.
Craig, listen, let me tell you something. What's gonna always sell? Ass, pussy, titties, and dick. I was a prostitute.
Oh, dude.
I can't express to you how many. I was a prostitute, bitch. I know how to win the hard way. That's why none of this stuff, none of this stuff, Craig.
Yeah.
None of it. Of course, I'm weep and I'm concerned about all the other people who don't have get it out the mud skill or hustle skills or survival skills or anything. Of course, yes. Yes. And it's unfortunate that a lot of people are going to suffer for other people's disdain, for things. What about the price of groceries?
Girl, they ain't said nothing else about
nothing.
that.
We had all these tariffs. He said out of his mouth that he likes the dumb.
He did. And the most of his base is uneducated. And when I say uneducated, I just mean they don't have a higher education.
Dumb. I see them on the street and they ask them questions about the tariffs, and the guy was like, I was like, whoa. That entire campaign pandered to everybody's hate for something.
Yeah. And it caused people to use their vote as a weapon against other people. And see, just like he wanted people to believe that he was the reason that you got that stimulus check, he's doing the same thing with TikTok. He was the originator saying that we need to ban the shit. But see, some of you move through the world with your head between your legs, and you're not paying attention. He was the one in the beginning saying to get rid of it, that China was taking our data. But then when that motherfucker realized that he could use it to beguile you, now all of a sudden he's the savior. If you think that your content is not about to be MAGA all the way up and down, bitch, you're a fool.
Again, the Democratic Party was weak. They got ran over like my mama in her chair doing 100 miles an hour. They got smashed over.
Yeah.
And they sat back and took it. Like, Biden, why didn't you appoint any of those justices while you had the power to do so? What were you busy doing? We know you got dementia, but it's other people in there that could have helped you, girl. Like when these people spoke out, when this man spoke out of his mouth the other day, and I would have immediately, as with presidential power, been like, nah, we need a recount now.
Period.
Hold the line.
Right. It's really sad that there aren't more people who are critical thinkers. It's really sad that people don't think critically.
Nikki Dixino, you said stick to porn. You bought so many of my things. Thank you. Thank you for helping me buy my first home. Thank you for giving me wealth in this country. Were you masturbating from your apartment? I still own that home. Thanks. Because the new era that I'm in bought this one. Thanks. Thank you. We appreciate you over here at RDE Multimedia Group Incorporated. Thanks. Thank you for helping me build African American wealth. Thank you. Continue playing with your dick. Don't play with mine because you can't afford to. Continue to play with your dick because I've already done what I did with mine. Thanks. Thank you, girl. Thanks.
This TikTok shit is just
Go ahead, Craig.
I mean, I think that's all I really wanted to say about it. I don't think there was more I wanted to say other than the fact that it's not going to be the same place that it was. You know, I used to sit over here all of the time and say, oh, I was scrolling through TikTok and I came across. Yeah, I deleted it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's a tide and I think there's going to be a turn. And I don't really want to be a part of it. It's clear that they are now allowing themselves to be bought by the American government. And so the fact that you got both sides of the house on the same page long enough to ban it initially, but you can't figure out what to do with gun control in this country. You can't come together with that.
The stroke of your pen, you're gonna make two genders.
Correct.
What about non-binary people? What about intersex people? So your pen is gonna recreate creation. So you just as delusional as the trannies then.
Right.
You sure you ain't got no tranny in your trunk? And y'all suppose you just this is delusional as we are.
And child, they talk about deporting starting in Chicago.
Girl,
this week.
Honey, I heard they out there in the field right now.
They said they were starting in Chicago.
Baby, they cut the website off for the girls that could I was watching it on my thing. It was a website, they cut the thing off and the child was out there crying.
Child. And then I came across this post. Joyanne Reed posted in the last 48 hours. I came across this yesterday, so it was a couple of days before that. Trump has made $25 billion with his Trump meme coin and has canceled his public inauguration for which he raised $200 million. And that money will not be refunded. So where do you think that $200 million is going? And this is not the first time that it was 20 degrees in DC at the time of the inauguration. When Obama was inaugurated, it was 28 degrees. It's always been in the 20s. It's always been below 30 degrees. The reason why they didn't want that shit outside is because ain't nobody up there. Bitch, you can book a hotel right now in Washington, DC. Right now.
Oh, this is called the CB1 app.
What is that?
It's the CB on Instagram. Delilah Barbie said it's the CB1 app.
What's CB1? I don't know what that is.
Somebody sent a video of the Chicago situation.
Oh yeah, is that? Well, I have one in there.
No. I have the picture. It wasn't a bit like I have the picture, but somebody just sent the video of people.
Oh yeah, that's the video, Craig. Send it to Craig. They out there.
Oh God! There's a video of the guy, and there's a video in our text message group of a guy talking about where they're going to be starting.
Essence Goldstein said, "Y'all, my cousin is black. His last name is Garcia. Born in Memphis. They held him in custody because his last name is Garcia."
Racially profiled.
Long as they didn't get them trainers in the bathroom, I'm all right with everything else. Great. Long as they get them trainers out that bathroom, fucking them kids, and get rid of them motherfucking drag queens and stuff, they can do everything else they want to do to everybody. Long as they get rid of them trainees,
right,
and faggots.
Them cross-dressers.
Girl, this stuff is hilarious to me.
Right. It really is. It really, really is.
Everybody over there tagging Caitlyn. Caitlyn not gonna be by. Caitlyn is rich.
Right.
Have you
Thank you, Andrew.
Have you lost your motherfucking mind? I seen everybody over there tagging Caitlyn. Caitlyn is rich.
Caitlyn voted for him.
Caitlyn is rich. All that shit that you thinking, and bitch, I'm rich too. All that shit that you thinking is gonna be the gobstopper, bitch, you've lost your mind. No, I'm not rich as Caitlyn. Because that's Kardashian money. Who also voted for him. But bitch, ain't nothing happening to that white whore. Ain't nothing happening to that nigga.
Mo, you got this video?
Wait, let me see.
This and the text messages. And this one.
I mean, is this? I have this one.
And it's above that one. The other one I'm talking about is above that.
I could play that one first. Hold on.
They say Melania giving Carmen Sandiego. She better buckle down because she the next one. Melania need to be deported. They first Bora. What's the kid name? Bora. What's the boy name?
What is his
He listen, they
Baron.
he gotta go.
I think Vance's wife is also
An immigrant?
I wonder if they gonna handle the Irish people like that too.
Right.
We ain't just and how you gonna change the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America?
Did you see Hillary Clinton back there laughing?
Falling out.
She's like, this is a dumb nigga. Listen, I don't understand it. Yeah, Elon Musk ass need to go.
yeah, he's South African.
And if that man who owns TikTok is over here, he need to go too. His ass was over at the damn inauguration.
You talking about Melania ain't going to, but she the first lady. Child, that lady don't even want to kiss that man.
Right. She barely want to hold his hand.
That lady don't want to kiss that man, touch that man.
But the way that you all did Chrisette Michelle,
It was to be expected.
you need to do the same thing with Trump, Nelly, Rick Ross, and Soldier Boy, ignorant ass. He talked about Kamala, not Kamala. Kamala ain't never gave me no money. Trump gave me money.
Jumped up out of it. Yeah.
You all don't understand that that's a ploy? That they use niggas like him and Snoop and all of them other ones?
Kodak Black.
It's no different from, okay, here we go. It's no different from when they started making black people federal agents for the purpose, not because they were trying to be equal and try to allow black people to be a part of the FBI or whatever, but it was really for the sake of infiltrating the Black Panther Party or these other radical, what they were considered radical black groups. They only did it because they knew that they would be able to get into the groups. Same thing.
Craig, I feel like that we talk so much before the election. And here's the thing, 92% of us did a thing. And I think because we're trans women, we definitely fell under that black man population that voted for Hillary. I mean for Kamala.
Oh,
we were the black men too. we were the black male vote too.
so they counted you as I can't. I cannot.
Oh God, sit in that jail.
Damn near rot to death. But they did Chrisette so terribly. So I want to see the same kind of pressure with these niggas. Because Chrisette Michelle, bitch, was just here the other week at the City Winery. And bitch, she said she's driving a hold on, let me get it right.
Elantra?
No. She's driving a
Maybach?
No, a Chevy Malibu.
Wait a minute, God damn it, ain't nothing wrong with a Malibu.
I didn't say it was. But bitch, if I was on a song with Jay-Z, I'd be damned if I'd be driving a Chevy Malibu.